Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to solve exercise 14.3, which is based on bar graph. Our first question is a survey conducted by an organization for the cause of illness and death among the women between the ages 15 to 44 in years worldwide found the following figure in percentage. So, the causes and the female fatality rate are reproductive health condition is 31.8%, neuropsychiatric conditions is 25.4%, injuries is 12.4%, cardiovascular conditions is 4.3%, respiratory conditions are 4.1%, and other causes are 22.0%. So what we have to do, we have to represent the information given above graphically. And our the second part of first question is which condition in the major cause of women ill health and death worldwide. Try to find out with the help of your teacher and any two factors which play a major role in the cause in second and above being the major cause. So the answer is, what we have to do, we have to represent causes on x-axis and family fatality rate on y-axis. As you can see here, this is the graph for causes and family fatality rate. We have taken family fatality rate, that is in percent, which is in the difference of 5. That is, first we have taken 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, then 30, then 35, then 45, 40 and 45, then 50. And the causes are in the x-axis. As you can see here, according to the graph, we have represented the data by using bars, which is given already in the question. As you can see here, the reproductive health condition are 31.8%. So we have represented this in a bar, and the neuropsychiatric conditions are 25.4%, which is also represented here as a bar. Injuries are 12.4%. You can see in the graph, and cardiovascular conditions are 4.3%. Thus you can also see in the graph. Next, respiratory conditions are 4.1%, which is also represented, which is smaller than cardiovascular, and the other causes are 22%. So as you can see, the maximum graph is of reproductive health condition. So we can say reproductive health condition is the major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide, which is as 31.8%, and women are affected by it. And the factors which affected it are lack of medical facilities and lack of correct knowledge of treatment. Now we have our second question. The following data on the number of girls to the nearest 10 per thousand boys in different sections of Indian society is given below. What you have to do, represent the information above by a bar graph. We have to represent this data in a bar graph, and in the classroom discuss what conclusion can be arrived at from the graph. So we have represented the variables on x-axis. Variables are SC, ST, non-SC, ST. Like sections we have represented in x-axis, and we have represented the number of girls per thousand boys on y-axis graph. One unit represent the 100 girls on y-axis. Okay. So as you can see here, in SC there is 940 girls per thousand boys. In ST there is 970 girls per thousand boys, which is the maximum. Non-SC/ST there is 920 girls, which is represented by bar graph, and backward district are 950 girls, which is greater than non-SC/ST. Next is rural, that there is 930 girls per thousand boys, which is also less. and in urban there is 910 girls per 1000 boys. So which is the less number of girls, as you can see here in the graph. Okay, now our second question is, in the classroom discussion we have to conclude, we have to discuss what conclusion can be arrived at from the graph. So it can be observed that maximum number of girls per 1000 boys, that is 970, which is an ST. Okay, and minimum number of girls per 1000 boys, that is 910, is for urban. So also the number of girls per 1000 boys is greater in rural areas than in the urban areas, backward districts than that in non backward district, SC and ST than that in non ST SC. तो क्या कंक्लूजन निकला इससे कि वी कैन से कि अर्बन एरियाज में परसेंटेज ज़्यादा है, दैट मीन्स कि 910 गर्ल्स हैं ओनली ऑन 1000 बॉयज़. ओके, जबकि रूरल एरियाज़ के अंदर ज़्यादा गर्ल्स हैं बॉयज़ पे. ओके, एंड SC ST में भी ज़्यादा गर्ल्स हैं कंपैरिजन टू दी नॉन ST SC. ओके, बैकवर्ड एरियाज़ में ज़्यादा गर्ल्स हैं कंपैरिजन टू दी नॉन बैकवर्ड एरियाज़. Now our third question is, given below are the seats won by different political parties in the polling outcome of a state assembly election. Okay, political party है A B C D E F, and जो seats won है वो है A के लिए 75, B के लिए 55, C is for 37, D 29, E 10 and F 37. What we have to do? We have to draw a bar graph to represent the polling result. And our second question is, which political party won the maximum number of seats? Okay, so as you can see in the graph that we have taken the polling result on x-axis and seats won in y-axis. ठीक है, पोलिंग रिजल्ट तो कहाँ पर है, एक्स एक्सिस पे है, और जो सीट्स वॉन है बाय पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज वो है वाई एक्सिस के ऊपर. सो 1 यूनिट इक्वल्स टू 10 सीट्स, दैट मीन्स कि 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 एंड 100 के अंदर डिवाइड किया गया है वाई एक्सिस को. तो एज यू कैन सी ए के लिए हमने बार ड्रॉ करा है विच इज 75. ठीक है, तो उसे हमने 75 तक लंबा बार ड्रॉ करा है हमने. नेक्स्ट इज बी के लिए हमने 55 लिया है, दैट इज बी का जो बार है दैट इज लॉन्ग देन 55. ओके, सी के लिए है 37, डी के लिए 29 एज यू कैन सी इन द ग्राफ. ई फॉर ई देयर इज अ 10 एंड फॉर एफ देयर इज 37. ई सबसे स्मॉल है. एंड वी also have to give the answer for a question, which political party won the maximum number of seat. तो as you can see from the graph कि सबसे ज़्यादा सीट्स किसके लिए हैं, पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ए के लिए. सो ए won maximum number of seats. That's it. Thank you everyone.